a mobile service business and you think that booking's your problem, it's not. That's the easy part. Making sure that your crew gets to a place at the right time, the right location with enough time to set up without being stretched too thin. Now that's the hard part. And that's exactly why CrewFlow isn't just your typical scheduling app. It's something completely different. Let me explain. I've been helping my family run our petting zoo operation for over 10 years now. And when I say help, I don't mean just occasionally lending a hand. I'm talking about mapping out the routes, assigning the crews, loading the trailer, and getting to the event and executing it, planning the entire weekend from end to end. And when I tell you, dealing with the animals was the easy part. The hard part was the orchestration of it all. Let's take any given Saturday. A given Saturday may have 4 events. We have 3 crews that are available, and that's just the start. Now the real questions begin. Well, how long does it take for each crew to set up? Well, what cities are these in? How long does it take to travel from point A to point B? Can crew A make it there in time? Which crew do we assign for this next event? Like all these different factors play a big part in just trying to plan and make sure that the orchestration of it all goes to plan. I remember being mid-event and yes, I'm there, I'm present and the event's going well, but mentally I'm trying to calculate and hope that the other crew that's en route is making good timing. Like that type of mental capacity doesn't scale. Now here's where my background comes in. My background's in process optimization. I'm an industrial engineer and I'm a Lean Six Sigma black belt. So when I see chaos, I don't see the stress, but I see a broken system. Now, this isn't a motivation problem, it's not a work problem, but it's a system issue. The system was broken. And honestly, trying to manage all of this complexity inside of our heads was limiting the system. With a limited system, it hinders your growth. So years ago, I asked the question, well, why don't we invest in a scheduling tool? We let the customers book online, we automate who it goes to, who gets assigned to it, and we wash this problem cleanly from our hands. But what I didn't realize is that most scheduling systems don't really account for the complexities that we were dealing with. A typical scheduling system focuses on one person, one schedule, one location. It doesn't really take into account the complexities of different travel time, setup time, breakdown time, and all the other complexities that go into kind of running a mobile service. They schedule, but they don't orchestrate. They don't plan. They don't really take the mental load and stress off of you, but yet you can book. There were weekends where we had to turn down revenue, not because we didn't want the business, but because we weren't confident that we wouldn't be stretched too thin and we didn't want to drop the ball and ruin our reliability or reputation. And that's where it clicked for me. We didn't have a demand issue. The problem was operational confidence. We didn't need another calendar, but we needed an infrastructure to support our operations. CrewFlow was built from that frustration. It's an operational infrastructure that's built around movement. Mobile businesses, they move. They move across town, across crews, across different times. CrewFlow thinks about crew availability, travel buffers, setup buffers, and just ultimately capacity. It takes all these into account and it protects your revenue, it protects your reliability, but most importantly, it removes the mental overload of trying to plan and structure all these things, whether in your head, on paper, or in a spreadsheet. Instead of orchestrating everything in your head while you're dealing with customers, the system supports the orchestration. That's not just scheduling, but that's operational control. I didn't build CrewFlow because I always wanted to develop a software, but I built it because I was tired of orchestrating chaos in my head while trying to serve customers. If you run a mobile business, if you've ever felt that mental overload that I was explaining earlier in the video, if you've had to turn down revenue because it felt too risky to pull off, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why CrewFlow isn't just another scheduling app, but it's built for operational support and control. So, if you run a mobile business and you felt that mental overload, you already know that booking isn't the problem. Orchestration is. If that resonates with you, check out CrewFlow in the link below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thank you.